Once again, a familiar face around the DMV in coaching. But again, he's in new colors. The St. James Strivers head coach, Darryl Overton. Coach, this is one of many interviews we've had. And of course, you always come out with the best of the best of the best. But today, this is building from scratch. But you're not a stranger to that either.
Nope.
So how's it going here? How's it been with this transition from public to private? Big difference.
Yeah. So again, big thing is like you having a revolving roster, right? Contrary to what people believe, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have a revolving roster, right, in public school, right?
Right.
Here, you might have a kid 1 week, and then the next week he on Instagram at Archbishop Carroll, right?
Wow.
So you kind of got to get used to that aspect of it.
Yeah.
Again, but everything's been great. A lot of support here. When you say, we say welcome to your best, right?
Yeah.
And that's what they provided with me. The kids, kind of like a college feel, right? They got here pregame, uniforms out for them. They had food before. They got pasta, everything now.
Yeah.
All they got to do is be good people. And show professionalism. The rest of it take care of itself. But
So
it's
wait,
been
the
amazing.
parents are off the hook from cooking dinners?
No, I didn't say that. The parents, right? My parents, as always, we know any good program got to have good support.
Good parents,
My
right.
Booster Club parents, they the ones setting up all that stuff we just bragged about, organized. St. James is, again, making sure we have everything that we need, the resources and stuff.
Right.
I feel like I'm in a place now where I can give more, right?
Yeah.
I don't have to do more with less. We got more to provide for kids to develop, more opportunities, all those things. So I feel blessed.
Yeah, well, you're a busy man. Not only did you have to put a whole roster together, I mean, every single position up for grabs. And typically, historically, in the last couple of years, you pretty much knew where guys were going to fall from season to season.
Yep.
But now it's completely from scratch. Your coaching staff as well. I know you brought over a lot of guys, but there were still a lot of holes to fill. How busy have you been? Busier than ever?
Busier than ever. Again, like you said, to build a football team from zero in 4 months, it was a tall task. Couldn't have done it without my coaches, guys that's been with me, and then the new additions from Coach Robinette from Forest Park, Coach C, Coach Tay from Riverdale, right? Like those guys coming over was instrumental in what we've been able to done as well. We've added guys like Coach Miles Ross, so it's been a collective thing. Now it's been that the thing that was most surreal wasn't today. It was orientation yesterday for back to school, and I was talking to Miss Elise, my boss, and Kendrick, one of our owners, and just telling them like, just look, take it all in. Pause. From a standpoint of look at all these kids here dressed up nice in seats. Like it just was a surreal moment. The football stuff kind of always been there because we've been practicing, but it got real for me seeing them in school.
In school, right. And that's a big part of it. Academics, we can't forget that. A lot of people get wrapped up in what you're able to do athletically, but the academics is going to be really big for this part as well. And I know, are the coaches already coming from college? Are they already knocking down the doors?
Well, again, like you said, we have those type of relationships.
Yeah.
So that part is easy. The thing that I have to give tons of props to my team for, Dr. Tade Acosta, the principal here, and our success coaches and teachers and Coach Jones, is when you inherit people from other places, you inherit their mess. So when I tell you we bust our butts to get kids in summer school so that they could qualify, get kids in classes, pull transcripts, make sure they're taking the right stuff. That's the part about being at a private school that is better than public, because it's individualized academics where you can make it work, right? You don't got to go through a bunch of red tape. If a kid need an English 12 class, you can get it to them, right? You don't got to say people telling you you can't graduate early and all those things. So being honest with you, that part of it, the academic side, is probably where we've done our best work. As I see a kid walking across now that he had to do 3 summer school classes, and they all had to be done before the day in a month.
Wow.
And he got that done, so he could be an NCAA qualifier. So that's part, again, shout out to our principal, Dr. Costa, and Coach Jones, man. If it wasn't for them, that doesn't happen.
Good thing with athletics and academics here. Now, speaking of today, this roster is put together. I mean, you have who you have, but like you say, one day these kids can be here and the next day they can be gone. But so far, what you had today, what are these guys looking like on the field?
Good. I thought we executed a lot better. Obviously, it's going to be things you can work on. Like I told the guys, we got to get off the field on third down. I feel like we absolutely dominated the run game. Like, we didn't allow them to run the football on us. We were very explosive offensively. Biggest thing offensively, to eliminate penalties, but you expect that in a scrimmage.
Right.
But I feel like we're in a good place. I know everybody else not going to appreciate this, but I'm most appreciative of being able to run my special teams out there, first group and second group, and see them line up more than anything else. But football, they did well.
Yeah. Now, talking about your competition today, Huegenot, Coach Scott, really great guy. I talked to him years back when he was still with the Central Virginia Hurricanes, and he's come in and had to work to build those guys back up. That comp, he's in the 4A, and like I explained to him, I know you guys would probably be 6 if you were a public school. So what the matchup today, do you think your guys did what they were supposed to do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
See, Charles is my friend. We played semi-pro together. He was the Hurricanes. I was PME. That rivalry was there. Yeah. Then when he started LCA, if you remember, they played us at Freedom.
Right.
Their first year when they had a really good team. And then we've obviously been friends. I trained his son.
All right.
All right, the quarterback. So we knew they were going to be tough. Athletic, physical. I don't care about no classification, right? You knew that. They got D1 receivers, DBs. So it was a good work, right? It was a good scrimmage against somebody that's going to line up and play and give you their best. So I was happy with it. But I knew that. I knew that. They don't care about names and all that nonsense. They're going to line up and make you prove it. And that's kind of was my message to the guys. You got to prove it.
All right. Now, are you ready to travel? I mean, because this is a little different from that public school schedule. You guys are loaded. And I want to speak on one of the biggest games coming up. Still doing that St. Francis matchup?
Absolutely. You know, you know, me and Masai got history in a good way. He was the owner of my arena team, then Flag. Shout out all my nine-man guys. You know, he was the Blaze. I played with him, against him. So we family. So absolutely.
All right. So until then, SFA, you have a schedule in between there where you're going to be here and there. What can we look forward to from this team this season?
Well, I think we have to get better every week. We got Dunbar and Seed this week, right? Dunbar won everything you can win in DC, right? Yeah, absolutely. And then we go to Puerto Rico. Then we come back with LSA. Then we play Putnam Science. Then we play Clarkson North, who dominated the ECP last year. Then we got the Hun School, who's a powwow. Think about this: 4 of our opponents play IMG, St. Francis, all those guys. So Hun, First Academy, they all play each other, right? So we gotta get better every week to get prepared for when we get to those guys. But the guys before them not gonna give us no free passes.
So we get to see what the Strivers are really made of.
Absolutely. All of us.
And they have a great guy right here to lead them, Coach Darryl Overton. We'll be watching the Strivers this season.